Hi everybody, welcome to Love Starts in the Kitchen. Hi, I'm Rita Heikenfeld and I'm so glad you came to join me today. And now I'm going to make a Yucatan chocolate cinnamon sauce. Oh my gosh, great gift from the kitchen. This will be your standard chocolate sauce. You won't ever have to go to the store again and buy hot fudge. I'm going to give you some variations too. So what you're going to start off is 1 cup of whipping cream. And somebody asked me the other day, can you use half and half? Sure, but whipping cream's better and you're not going to eat a whole lot of this. So 1 cup of whipping cream. And what you're going to do is, to that we're going to turn on the fire here. To that you're going to add a ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon in the Southwest is very typical. A lot of chocolate and cinnamon. And that's why I'm adding cinnamon. If you didn't want cinnamon in here, you don't even have to add it. If you wanted a lighter flavor of cinnamon, use a cinnamon stick. And cinnamon, you know, is so good for you. It lowers your cholesterol. It helps stabilize your blood sugar. So I think you got a pretty good balance with the cinnamon and the cream. So what you're going to do is, we're just going to bring this to a boil over medium heat. And then what we're going to do, so easy, we're going to add a tablespoon of unsalted butter and 2 cups of chocolate chips. You can use very expensive chocolate. You can use semi-sweet chocolate. Just don't use the chocolate that's not real chocolate. Read the label and make sure it will say somewhere on the label, not chocolate flavor, but real chocolate. You can go up to 70% cocoa in here. It's like a bittersweet, very good. But your favorite chocolate chips work just fine, as long as they're real. So as soon as that comes to a boil, we're going to add the chocolate chips. And then what I'm going to do is, it's going to look really gumpy. And then we're going to whisk, whisk, whisk. It's going to smooth out, ready to go. It keeps in the fridge for a month at least. But after we take it off the fire, we're going to flavor it with a little bit of vanilla. Always use real vanilla, by the way, not imitation. The flavor just dissolves if you don't use real extracts. By the way, extracts last forever. They should never be frozen on the pantry. They just get better and better with age because they're processed with alcohol. If you want to take it a step further, a little splash of orange liqueur, which I think we're going to do, raspberry liqueur, coffee liqueur. Wow, think of Kahlua, because think of coffee, cinnamon, chocolate. Well, heck, you may as well just eat out of the pan. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to serve it with some fresh berries and over some brownies and angel food cake. It's going to be wonderful. And you can add some chopped toasted nuts to this after it's done. We're going to add the flavoring after it's off the heat, and that way you'll get a really wonderful flavor. It will carry over nicely. Okay, this is starting to boil. Okay, this is on light, and I don't want that. Okay. It smells good already. And you can actually use fat-free half and half in that, but I'm thinking why? Because you have the chocolate. Remember, chocolate's full of antioxidants, really good for you, elevates your mood. The darker the chocolate, the more good things it has in for you. All right, so now that's looking good. I'm going to put my tablespoon of butter, and I always use unsalted butter for a couple reasons. Unsalted butter is more fresh. Salt acts as a preservative. Plus, when you use unsalted, you're not adding additional salt. Now, if all you have in the house is salted, it's okay. You use it. If all you have in the house is margarine, it's okay. If you have no butter or margarine, it's still okay, because this whipping cream has enough fat in it to work. So, all right. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to add the chips. I'm going to turn off the fire because the residual heat in this pan is going to keep it nicely. And I think a 12-ounce bag of chips, you should never do this, you know, measure over a pan. That's right. 12 ounces is 2 cups. But I want you to see the technique here because you're going to think something's wrong. It's sort of gumpy looking. But just whisk it. And in a minute, and if any falls off, that's for you, the cook. I'll show you in a second. It's going to start turning. I don't know if you can see how this looks bad, sort of like you've done something wrong. No, you haven't. There we go. See what's happening now? Oh, it smells, oh my gosh. I think I'm in the Southwest. All right, there we go. This, look at that. Is that beautiful? Oh my gosh. You should always taste. That's all right. The people here won't mind. Oh my gosh. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is just set this aside. Whoop, forgot the flavoring. About a teaspoon of vanilla or so. Just eyeball it. Okay, we may as well triple sec orange liqueur. Good. Okay, not too much. No, the alcohol doesn't have time to burn out, so if I was serving this to little kids, I probably would not put that liqueur in. Oh my gosh, now I'm getting a sense of orange and yeah. Okay, this makes a generous 2 cups. Again, you can store it in the fridge. Now, when you store it in the fridge, what's going to happen is it's going to turn, get pretty, not solid, but scoopable. But right now, it's runny. And it makes a great sauce over ice cream. This is my mom's old milk pitcher, coffee cream. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put this over here. And just want to show you what you can do. This looks delicious. You could layer the berries, the angel food cake, some ice cream or some whipped cream in a beautiful stemmed wine glass, drizzle it with chocolate, make layers. Wow, you have your own trifle. You could pour it over, like this is called chocolate decadence. Wow. You could also drizzle it over here. As it sets up in the fridge, or if you want a scoopable ice cream sauce, like for like a chilled fondue, that's probably a misnomer, a sauce. You can surround the sauce with berries and use it as a dipping sauce. It's really wonderful. I mean, there's no wrong way you can do this. This is the Yucatan chocolate cinnamon sauce.